PowerWash Simulator. This could be a really short stream. So I'm gonna go to bed soon, but I just wanted to chill with some PowerWash Simulator. So, this is my first stream on PowerWash Simulator actually. I think. I do play this game on the side, I just wanted to get a stream in. So, here we are. I love this game, by the way. I haven't played in a while as well, so. My original plan was just listen to some nice, comfy music and play this, but I just wanted to stream just a tiny bit. Even if it's not for long, I just wanted a nice, relaxing stream of some PowerWash Simulator. I think we can all agree that PowerWash Simulator is one of the greatest games ever made. It's just so relaxing. It's just something so relaxing about it. Big fan of the game. I don't know why I haven't streamed this yet. I do really love this game. It's really fun though. This is the cottage level. I'm pretty far in the game, as you can see. Actually, I don't know if I'm far. I feel like I'm far, but I don't know. Is this considered far? 'Cause I have no idea. I don't know how many levels there are, so. Last level I did was the fire station. Actually, it was a car, but the last major one I did was the fire station. And now I'm on this one. I wouldn't say I'm too big of a fan of this one. Shoot, sorry, I have like drift, which just caused me to fall off. Yeah, see that? It's not me. I have it fully straight. I just start going to the side. Sucks, but like, I keep forgetting to order a new controller. Because the controller I have is only like a $20 plugin. Oh god, that's awful. Sorry. It's a $20 plugin. Really cheap, but it lasted me like a year now before it got drift, which is better than some Xbox controllers I've used. So I am not complaining at all. This thing has been really nice. So I'm gonna order another one of these. It's also really comfy. There's no like grips or anything, but it just, I don't know, it's a pretty comfy controller. Hello? Also, why? See like the background? How come it's like a cutout? The background's just a cutout. Like, that kind of weird. Also, whose footprints are those? And there seems to be like a missing poster right there. that gnome's watching me. I don't know. This is like secretly a horror game. I feel like final level is gonna be like terrifying. Originally my plan was just not to talk at all. For a stream. I wanted to talk a little bit. Just about how stuff's going on, I guess. I'd say I'm doing well. Things are going okay. Don't worry, Subnautica will return probably tomorrow. It'll probably be the the final episode. I tend to do that. I'll reach the end of a like literally anything, and I just won't finish it. It's crappy of me, but I know I do that. Like whenever I watch like a show, I'll stop on the final episode and I just won't finish it, and I'll go back a month later and I'll finish it. I don't know why I do that. Happens with video games as well. It's a bad habit. Oh my god. It's a bad habit, but like, I don't know. Terraria, that'll be soon. Hopefully, maybe. I did say that last time I was building houses. It's true. I've been working them on the side. I just don't have them all done yet. Because I just want to get the pylons all set up for hard mode and stuff. You can easily get around the world. It's a big sorry. Drift is bad. Ooh, drift is bad. Just gotta get those done. Gotta get the rest of the NPCs that I need. And then, yeah. And then I'll return. I think we're sticking to straight melee. I just kind of want to rush the game. Actually, I don't know. I really want to play Terraria. Don't get me wrong, it's one of my favorite games. I just don't feel like playing it. Sorry. I probably will. It'll just come later. Because I don't know what I'm doing after Subnautica. Amori? I haven't finished Amori yet. We could do Amori. Alien Isolation. I don't think it's the drift. I think it's just the way this building is angled that's knocking me off. Oh yeah, that's what it is. Is it? Yeah, looking straight down like that for some reason. Really doesn't. The game really doesn't like that. You know what's weird? I had a weird dream last night. Alright? Weird dream. Okay. So, it turned into two. Whoa! What the heck? How did I do that? Whee! Eee! That's crazy. So anyways, weird dream. It started off, I'm pretty sure it was two dreams, because there's no way. Like, the dream ended, and then my brain was like, oh, it's not done yet, because we're turning that dream into something else. But it's also very different, because it no longer follows that linear path of what was happening in this dream. So, the first dream starts off as, like, I go to this... have you ever... In Fallout 76, there's a massive, lodge, hotel, I don't know what to call it. It actually exists in West Virginia, but it is a big big giant mansion hotel building thingy, and there's a bunch of white. Is it White Springs? I think it's White Springs Resort. I think that's what it is. If you ever seen that, it's a massive building, really cool. But basically, I go to like a place like that, except it's like much smaller. Actually, no. It's got like the same like. I guess it was just basically like a mansion. It's just this mansion in this middle of the field. Like, there's nothing else around. Just this road that takes you through this 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 valley, and all it is just there's like nothing besides this mansion. At this mansion is this like shop, and I go there. I don't know why. I don't know. I go there though in like the morning, and the person like lives inside. Like it's this person, they own it. The person lives, yeah, inside it, and then like on the ground floor is this like shop they have. I think that it's like a candy store, and they've got like a bunch of other stuff there. So I go there. I don't know how I like know about this place. But it's a pretty popular place. Like, there's always people. Like, I think it's like a candy store, bookstore, kind of like Barnes and Noble kind of place. You know what I'm talking about? It's got like that, had like that atmosphere to it. There's like candy and books and stuff, and it was really fancy. It was a really fancy place, and it's just in this like middle of nowhere. It's big, like Ohio, not Ohio. Is it Ohio? What's the I don't remember. It's the state that's just basically fields. If you ever go to like out west, basically just out west. Go out west, it's just fields of like crops. So think of like an unplowed field without the crops, and you just cannot see any like houses around. It's just that, like old America prairie, basically. It's just like liminal space, just this one place, but it's like pretty popular. Like there's always like cars outside, and I go there and I end up buying stuff, you know, chilling there, reading some books, and I don't remember what happens after that. Something happens, and I end up like staying in my car. I just lay on the roof and of my car and just look at the stars, and then it just completely cuts to like a different dream, and I'm no longer me. I'm not, it's like I'm no longer watching it from my, like, whenever I have dreams, they're like a mix of like first person and third person of me. This time it was a dream of just some random ass person, which is weird. I don't know why, I just had a dream of this random ass person. I had this dream of some random ass person, and he's just having a normal day, and he looks up at the sky, and this big like cosmic mist forms over the earth, like blocks out the sun, and whee, and it like, so have you ever like seen like this Stairway to Heaven incident meme? Or it's these like shadowy, or it's like these silhouettes of people and they're floating off into the space from like a city. That's basically what happens. It happens, and then the cosmic mist stretches your atoms. So imagine feeling all of your atoms get ripped apart. Of course I don't feel this. I see this happen. I don't feel this happen, because it's not me that's happening. This is happening to. It's just some random person that I'm dreaming of. So this dude just gets like his atoms like like he's still like one singular person. It's happening to like people around him where they just turn into like their atoms just turn into this mist, and they're still alive. So imagine all of your like your entire body just turning into a mist, but you're still alive. Imagine how painful that would be. It's like you're going up and then slowly like you're getting like stretched apart, and you're still alive when this is happening because you're not technically dying because you're still all together but not together um in one it's like one entity. You're just like your atoms are like turning into this, I don't know, hard to explain. Whee! But yeah, atoms are being split and stuff. Not split. Uh Pulled apart to form this mist. And it just goes up into this mist that just like came over the earth. And this is happening to like everybody around. So they're getting stretched in this horrible scream that a lot of people are just making, are just going up into space and then getting absorbed into this cloud. As looks nothing like Rocky McGee. Hansel has a huge beard, long, unruly hair, and defeated eyes. Rocky is young, clean-shaven, handsome with such spirit. So, yeah, they get ripped apart, and they get turned into this mist, which joins in the mist that just came over space. And so, every conscious of that has been pulled into this thing is like has a shared conscience now because they've all been combined into this one being. This is like all of my like worst fears is body horror, as in becoming something that is no longer human, but you're like still alive. It's awful. Being like infinite, like not knowing, like being infinite and not knowing time anymore is a terrifying experience. It's like a terrifying thing to me. Like never being able to die because you like can live forever is terrifying to me. I mean, of course you can still like get killed, but like you're just infinitely unkillable because you can age forever. But like you can't like kill yourself because of like the body horror that's been done to you. Like, if I was able to like live forever, I would. But if I was like live forever and couldn't like die, like imagine being immortal but like you can still die. That doesn't scare me as much as being able to live infinitely and being unable to be killed. It just sounds terrifying. Because you have no concept of time then. If you live forever, you have literally zero perspective of time. I just don't like that thought. This all started because of I Have No Mouth and I'm a Scream. I hate that. I hate that book. Don't ever look this up, because it'll scar you. It's terrible. I hate it. Messed me up. So yeah, everybody now shares a conscience that's been like absorbed into this being, and it's already like, because it's already like so big, it's like combined of so many other consciences. So imagine just being able to scream like forever, but like nobody can hear you except like the people that have joined at this single conscience. And so you've got this like aliens that are like talking, trying to like calm you down, but you can't understand them because they speak an alien language. And so every human is like, oh my god, and like screaming and stuff, and say like, oh my god, and like screaming of like pain. And like it's like loud, it's like like imagine hearing like a billion. It's not. It doesn't collect all of the people on Earth. It like collects like it collected like a few people, like a billion people. Because we have 8 billion people, so it collected like half of the people. And imagine hearing 4 billion people screaming all at once. That just is a terrifying concept. And I couldn't hear like the scream in my dream. I could just understand that that was what was happening. And I could just understand, like, these people now share a conscience and they cannot die. It was a terrible dream. Awful. And then I woke up the morning with a headache. Yeah. So I didn't go to school today because that. The nightmare actually gave me a headache. The first dream was cool though, because I just went to this really cool place. It was really cool, like mansion. Just bought some candy and read books, and then it was immediately followed by that nightmare dream. It's just some like random dude. It was like I was watching a movie in the second dream, because it wasn't. It was just some random guy, and it was awful. Yeah, I could not like hear the screams, but I could just like tell it was happening. I don't know why. I don't know how I knew it was happening, but like you could like tell, which is weird. I hate that kind of like body horror though. I hate sharing. I hate the idea of sharing a conscience. Not like if it was like one person. Like if it was like Cyberpunk sharing conscience with my man, what's his name? Johnny Silverhand. That's it. That's cool. That's cool. But being like sharing conscience with everyone is just, I don't like that. Being a hive mind, I'm not a big fan of that. No sirree. Count me out. And then the concept of being alive forever I don't like. And the concept of, yeah, being turned into something that's no longer human I don't like. So it's just a combination of everything I hate. Because spiders, yeah, they scare me. They terrify me. I hate spiders. But it's not, like, if I saw like a big spider in a horror movie, I'd be like, ah, it's fine. If I saw a big spider in real life, I'd be terrified. But like this was like whenever I see this though, I'm like, yep, I'm not a big fan. So yeah, that was what happened. I don't know, I just really liked the first dream though. It was so relaxing because I just watched stars, went to this place. And this like nice old lady ran the place, and yeah, I just spent the night in my car with the stars and this like field. Cause like it was away from like population and stuff, so it wasn't like pollution or anything. So literally, you could just like go there and then just like set up like a tent or something, just chill. Really cool dream. Second dream was terrible though, so don't recommend. It was like I had a dream within a dream. Like I had the dream of me doing whatever, going to wherever, and then falling asleep. I've had a dream of that mansion though before. Like, I've been there in a different dream, which is weird. I don't remember what dream it was, but I've been there before. I think it's the same place that I went to in this one dream, where I went to, basically, I think it was like the same exact building. I went there, and it was, instead like a antique shop, but they didn't sell like normal antiques. They sell like, some weird antiques that did like stuff, that were like haunted or whatever, and stuff. And it was really cool. It was a cool dream. That's all I remember. Is like the objects being haunted, though. It's literally the only part I remember. I don't remember anything else. Yeah. Um, so now you know what I have a fear of. Body horror, stuff like that. I don't like that. Body horror is so much worse than gore. Gore is bad if they live. Because in body horror, I feel like most of the time the person is alive while it's happening. I think that's the difference between gore. I think gore is something nasty and then death. Body horror is just something really bad happening and then just not dying, but also like dying as well. Gore involves a lot of blood. Body horror, I feel like, involves death. Not death. Nasty stuff. I don't like either. Well, no, gore is fine, because I like Mortal Kombat 11. Mortal Kombat 11 does gore good. And there's no body horror. Let's see, what's something with body horror? I guess the only thing I can think of is, I have no mouth and I'm a scream. Really the only thing I think of, but yeah, terrifying stuff. Really hate it. Really awful. I can tell some nice dreams now, though. And then I can veer away from that and tell some nice dreams. There was a dream I had where there was like 3 of my dogs and we sat down on the couch and watched a movie. About not a movie, it was a documentary. You know, have you ever seen like the cryptid documentaries where it's like about like this cryptid? Have you seen like the cryptid like documentary? Not really, they're not real documentaries about the cryptid. They're just like, if this thing existed, this is how it would, like if Bigfoot was real, this is how it would behave or whatever. It was like that, but it had to do with this big, like, you ever seen like the dinosaur ones? Where it's like the dinosaur documentaries? But of course it's not like actual dinosaurs because nobody has footage of dinosaurs. You know what I'm talking about? Ever seen those? It's like the animated 3D stuff. Whee! There was recently one on, was it Apple TV that I wanted to watch. I never watched that. It's basically like that for cryptids. And the episode I watch is one about this like moth creature. And for some reason, the character they acted is the person that plays the main character in 24. I don't remember his name. But he's like the actor that's like portraying this guy that goes into this house. And then like underneath the house is secretly a nest for this like moth creature. And he starts like discovering about it because he finds these like holes in his backyard that just go down. And he's like, nope, I ain't exploring those. Scary, terrifying hole. I was just going about my day though. And not worry about the hole. Eventually, like one day, like, I don't know, he doesn't go investigate the hole, but like underneath his house then it starts to like shake. And then like the house collapses. And it turns out that like well, we know as the audience that the because it like pans down into like the hole, and then in the hole we can see these cocoons, and we see this moth creature like tending to these cocoons, and then it pans down one day and the moth is like dead, cocoons are shaking, and then eventually like the guy's house, 24, our main character actor, I don't remember his name, house just starts to shake, and then these moths just like come out of it. And they're basically like the death moths from the back rooms. You know, anybody familiar with those? Look up death moths from the back rooms. Big moths, and they like spit venom. That's basically what the cryptid is. It's not a real, it's like I just created this cryptid in my mind for this movie plot. What is making that sound in the distance? Yeah, and then like I was like on the couch watching this movie with my dogs on a big, massive TV. I don't know. Weird dream. I'm trying to remember some good dreams that I've had. I've had this dream where I was like an adventure. Like I go. It's like basically to Hollow Earth, I think is what the dream is. I love Hollow Earth, by the way. One of my favorite things. Like Godzilla and stuff. Oh, I love it. There's like massive creatures down there. Favorite theory. So anyways, I get like this like call to meet up at this like movie, not this movie theater. If you've ever been to the House on the Rock, you are probably familiar with the gold and the red colors, and this massive like carousel, like the largest carousel in the world. If you ever go to there, I highly recommend going there. It's my favorite place. Actually, I was gonna make a build of it in Minecraft, but I realized it was too massive to build. Just kind of gave up. I kind of want to build it again though, even though it'd take probably 30 years. It'd be sick as hell. Anyways, if you go there, you're familiar with this red and like gold color. I go to this like theater, and that's like the color scheme is that red and gold like color and like ambience to like the whole place. I'm watching this play, and then this person comes up and they like give me this information about like this flight that I have to take. It's like big secret, and I have like this talk, and I'm like, all right, I'm going, cause I'm like a scientist or something. I'm like a lead scientist, so I end up going in. It's like really cool. But I go to Hollow Earth then, and I meet these other researchers. Rocky would never run away from the law and hide out in a dark cottage for years, claiming to be a baker unless he was completely desperate. Okay, I don't care. So I go to Hollow Earth. I'm with these other researchers, and we meet this, like, we're staying with this like indigenous tribe that like lives in Hollow Earth. And if you ever seen King Kong, then you're familiar with the tribe there. How they're like don't care for other people that aren't part of their tribe because they have so much else to worry about than other people. So they're fine if us like staying in their camp because they are more worried about the massive creatures that live down there. That's on Skull Island though. That's not in Hollow Earth. Basically that's what happens. It's there in Hollow Earth. So I remember like going on this big adventure, and there's these massive like creatures, and some of them are friendly and some of them are like hostile and stuff, so you have to like evade them. I don't remember what the creatures look like, I just remember that happening. I don't remember anything about the creatures, I just remember having to like avoid them and stuff. And I remember being like stuck in like quicksand, and we're about to like die, and then like the people come and they rescue us. On like the way to like the village of the people, of the indigenous people. So then they like help us out. And like we're like trying to understand their language, but we don't like understand it yet. But yeah, when I fall in love with this like researcher that I'm staying with, that happens. It was pretty cool. She was cool. No, she wasn't like a researcher. She was one of the indigenous people. So I think they understood English. I think they spoke English. Or we had there was it was a scientist. No, it was not a scientist. It was an indigenous person who knew how to speak English. I don't know why they knew how to speak English, but they knew how to speak English, so they were our translator. Then yeah. That was cool. That was a cool dream. It was really cool. I love that dream. That will always be one of my favorite dreams, even though I barely remember anything about it. But my favorite dream, oh, it's my game idea. It's my video game idea. So, I think I make the think I make the game. I think I made the game. I don't know. I think I made the game. No, I didn't make the game. I don't know. I was waiting for this game to like release for like ever, because it's the most hype like VR game, and it's like AAA game, and it like more than AAA game, and it's a VR it's a VR like Starfield's not even out yet. Basically like a VR Starfield game plus Subnautica, where you're in space and then you have to get like these resources, and then you have to like create stuff and whatever, this fabricator, and it was really cool because it like starts off where you start off at this like space station that like contains like like all your like sleeping quarters and stuff, and what you do is you wake up from this like hibernation, and then you get in like this server with like a bunch of people, and then you get out of this, like this is all in VR, a VR game, and you get out of the space station and you see this massive floating rock. It's like a quarter of a planet, but like a quarter of like the moon. It's not a big planet at all. It's just like a big rock that's like floating. Basically has all like the resources you need to like get started, and then you build like your spaceship with the resources there. So you can go to other planets and stuff. But yeah, you're like in the server with like people, and they like help you out and stuff. But you can like opt to be in solo. I just opted to be with people. It's like the game first came out, and then like I did like a regional thing, so it'd like be like people that I knew. So I was like playing with like people that I knew. Like my friends are like in the dream. It's pretty cool. This main roof is not done yet. Yeah, that was my favorite dream because it like gave me an idea to make a game. So because of that dream, I really want to make that game come true. Be true, come true, come a reality. I think of some more dreams I've had. There's this dream I had where it was just like this huge warehouse, this like massive warehouse, like humongous, like largest warehouse in the world, massive. But it was just full of McDonald's playhouses that are like all connected and stuff. Like, you know, like the Chuck E. Cheese playhouses and like the McDonald's one and stuff. Like just a warehouse, and it's just like filled to the brim with those. So that was a cool dream that I had. It's like I was just playing around on all these massive playhouses. It was kind of a liminal dream, I would say, because like it just felt like a liminal space, because would be like times where you're like alone in this massive warehouse. Of playhouses. Like you're just going down slides and crawling through these tunnels. And then eventually you just come across some random kid who's also having fun. You'd have like this wristwatch that'd like tell people where you are, so like you don't go missing or whatever inside the massive playhouse. Cool dream though. What do we have left? Let's see. Gates, post, timber frames. It's not done yet. Alright. Window frames. I'm missing a window frame. I'm missing a timber frame. Stop. How do I do this again? Is it up? Are you the window frame? No. Hello? Mainframe. Oh, here we go. There it is. What are some other dreams? Oh, I think in that same dream, I end up in this, like, back storage area. And there's, like, these bins of, like, spare parts or whatever. And, like, out from these bins of, like, spare, like, parts. Because they're, like, I don't know why, but they're, like, metallic, like nuts and bolts and stuff. I'm not supposed to be back there, whatever, and like end up hiding because it's like this employee who's just like on the call of someone, and then out of these like containers that I'm hiding behind comes out of like these animatronics, these like broken animatronics that are like the withered animatronics from FNAF 2. They just come out of these like bins. It's basically like the employee executes Order 66 and then these animatronics come out. And then I'm hiding for this play area while animatronics are chasing after me. That was a cool dream. Kinda scary though. Cool though. Cool though as well. Sure, I was about to die from animatronics that would like to eat me, but it was a cool dream. I think I have in my notes like dreams to remember or something. No. Maybe it's a Google Doc. I don't know, but I had this like thing that I had, dreams that I've had. I don't know where it went. Pretty sure it's like a Google Doc. But yeah, that was an interesting one. I had a dream about the pool rooms, the back rooms, pool rooms. Once, I think this was before I even knew about the back rooms, pool rooms existed. I think I had this dream. I don't remember anything about it, just that it was like the back rooms, pool rooms. I have a lot of liminal space dreams. I don't know why. I guess liminal spaces are just like, I mean, they are really associated with dreams, I feel like. They're like these places that look familiar, but you've like never been to. So, I feel like they have a strong correlation with like dreams, and they usually have to do with like dreams. I'm pretty sure they do. Cause yeah, you look like a lot like Dream Core and stuff. Has like liminal spaces. But whenever I can like remember a dream, and then I wake up, I get a headache. It's the weirdest thing. I don't know why it happens. Axe. Well, that is a sharp axe. I guess I could talk about liminal spaces. Liminal spaces are are one of my favorite things. I feel like. I love them and I hate them at the same time because they're a terrifying concept. Like, I don't like the idea of being alone in this, like, space that feels like it should have people. Like, they're just so interesting. Like, the back rooms, Kane Pixel's back rooms, just, like, a good job of, like, that, feeling of, like, being alone. And I love them. It's my favorite, series, is Kane Pixel's Backrooms. It's my favorite, like, if I had to say a favorite show, that would be it. Even though it's not technically a show, it's like a series or whatever, but I love it. I'm a big fan of it. I love the horror of it and how he, like, portrays it. I mean, yeah, it's not accurate to the correct lore, but I like it. Is this it? Is this post like the last thing? No. What do I have left? Usually the game tells me at this point. Back eaves. What are the back eaves? Are they like these things? Yeah. One down. Oh, it's this window frame that one done as well. There we go. Missing timber frames. I don't know what timber frames are though. Oh, they're these. Okay. Frame. Timber frame. You're a timber frame as well. Oh, timber frame. Go. Timber frame. Timber frame. It's done. That one's done. This one's not done. Yeah, but I just big fan of those, but they are scary at the same time. Because it's the whole idea of just having like a place that seems familiar, but like it's empty and there's no one around. It's so cool. And Kane Pixels does a really good job at portraying that in his Backrooms videos. Because I feel like you feel there's always something off the whole time watching the series. And yet there's something so familiar and so appealing to it. That's just hard to explain. Hey, it's really time to fix my poor little Trixie to you. She's all mucked up. Cool. One of my favorite Backrooms levels is the pool rooms. Thank you so much for making the cards look wonderbar. Wunderbar. It feels like it sounds like a stain on our character has finally been removed, so we can finally get back to our true passion. Also, into my mind has already leapt the recipe into a magnificent new custard strudel. I don't know what that means. Alright, cool. Fire truck or SUV? We'll do the SUV. I should have read what that said. Oh well. So, spoiler chicks. Yeah, whatever. So another level that I really like is the pink room with this like it's like the Hello Kitty room, whatever. And there's this like black entity, like this shadow entity that just follows you around. And it doesn't attack you, it just like kind of watches you from the side. And like leaves you things. And like helps you out, but like it like never attacks you or anything. It's like a helpful entity. That's one of my favorite levels. The cave level is terrifying. I don't like the cave level. That's also like the most dangerous level. Like nothing portrays the cave level right, because in actual reality, lore-wise of the back rooms, the cave level is one of the most dangerous because of there's just so many entities there that just want to kill you. I think my favorite thing about Kane's, the back rooms is pitfalls. When the guy falls and when the guy falls down, then he ends up in the in this place, and he goes through this warped hallway, and then he ends up in a town. And just the whole like town is like weird stuff. And then he enters the house of where he hears like the scream coming from of like the help me. And you see like the signs, and the signs are like backwards. And then he goes like deeper inside, and it's like this unfinished like house. And then you see like it's just like this hallway of like unfinished like. Have you seen what like an unfinished house looks like? The with like the drywall and then the wooden like beams are like up. That's what it looks like. And he sees a like where somebody was like living like around, and you see like a bedroll on the ground, and then you see the numbers, these like letters and numbers that are the house numbers. They've been like taken down, and this guy who's been living down there for some reason collected them. So I still don't know why. I don't think anybody knows why at the moment. And then he goes to where he hears the help, and then out from around the corner comes the creature. My theory is the creature is the guy who was living down there, and they got infected by the fungus among us that lives down there. I think that's my theory. I feel like the fungus is what turns them into the creatures, the monsters that are down there. What towel water jet people? I'm having a frightful time with the ordinary. Any chance you get a quick whiz? I don't know what that means. I like that streamers just been talking about me. Let's just time for matching and catch with the girls. Thanks so much. XOXOXO. Oh my god, what is this? We have to clean this thing. Came a cropper on the old bicycle. Seems an element of rust may have crept in and seized the ruddy stop blocks. Give my old boy a quick swish, and there's a shiny trump-y bit in for you. $10. I get $10 for cleaning this thing. Like, yeah, I like how this stream has just been. Watto, is that water jet people? I'm having a. Fine. Okay, yeah. So I like how this stream has just been liminal spaces and dreams. It's just rust, right? Yeah, I hate cleaning rust. Rust takes so long to clean. I'm trying to remember some more liminal spaces that I like. I like how there's not even a progress. Oh, no, never mind. Like, you know how it like tells you how much money you've made from the job? I like how it does not pay you until the end.
No! What?
They're liminal space levels. Oh, there's this one where it's just like a boardwalk that just goes on for like ever. That one's one of my favorites. And there's just like this fog. And you just have to keep walking on it until like you reach the end. Which then you get teleported to the next level. But like, I don't think you get like hungry or thirsty on the level. Because certain backrooms levels do that. That one's my favorites. They are massive crabs that will like try and kill you if you walk off the path. And then there are the hound dogs that will like randomly appear off the path as well. So you just have to stay on the path and you're fine. Is there a liminal space level where it's just like a forest, but there's like no creatures or anything? It's just like an endless like spruce forest. You know, like the forest where like grizzly bears live and stuff. It's just like one of those. I feel like that would be a really relaxing level. I just like the backrooms because it's both relaxing and terrifying. Like some of the floors are just like super cool and like, oh yeah, I could chill here, and then some of the other floors are like, well, I'm dead. Like, I think it would be cool if there's like no NTs in the back. I guess that's just liminal spaces are. Liminal spaces don't really contain entities, they're just about the unnervingness. There we go. Like, I don't know. I could go on about how much I love liminal spaces, but I won't. You know what I will talk about though? Mystery Flash Pit. That's one of my favorite things to exist, is the Mystery Flash Pit. I would look into that. One of my it's so cool. It's really interesting, and I want to know more about it. And the whole like universe surrounding it. But no, can't really do that. Dude's still working on it. Just have to wait for like more information about it. Seat support. Yeah. Actually, I think it's from kills. I don't remember. Oh yeah, mystery flash pit. I was like, what am I talking about again? Mystery flash pit. Just look into it. I'm not gonna try and explain it. I'm not gonna ruin your fun. Um, Show you how much homework I'm gonna have to do because I was gone. Whoopsies. Uh-oh. Tomorrow isn't gonna be fun at all. I'll be doing homework. Ah, let's go. $10. It's so funny to watch. It's just gonna show me endlessly going in. It's just gonna show me going in circles to clean it off. Oh, what a tremendous job. He's come out in an absolute dream. If he didn't ride so beautifully, I'd flog him into a museum. Alright, well, we streamed for an hour. I think I'm just gonna call it a day there. I'm having a lot of fun playing this, though. I don't know if I will... Why does it say I'm playing below zero? Oh well, it doesn't matter. Um, yeah. Fun, fun times. Fun times, guys. Thanks to those that showed up. Um, um, love you guys.